Hey guys, welcome back to Marsha Speaks. This is Marsha, and I decided to add another show in my repertoire, my reviews. We're gonna be a couple episodes behind, I think four, but we will catch up sooner than later. And the reason why I picked this show is because sci-fi has a special place in my heart, and hopefully this show doesn't get canceled like most of my other favorite sci-fi shows have gotten canceled, like Firefly. So we will not hold that against them because we understand that the budget of creating a sci-fi series is up there. So this show, based off of the title, is called Vagrant Queen, Season 1, Episode 1, A Royal Ass Kicking. I just like the way, I literally don't know anything about the show. I didn't look at the promos, I didn't look at anything. I just looked at what was on TV and it looked the most interesting. And she got a sister up in there, so you know I gotta support. But I'm just excited, guys. It's really late at night, so if there's some rambling, it's because I'm exhausted. But I'm also excited. So let's see what this show has for us and if you will stay tuned to follow the rest of the season with me. See you soon. Oh, and if you have not watched any of my other videos, the way I do my reviews is by watching the show. This is my TV on this side. By watching the show and then doing the comments and reviews in the commercials and then just going back and forth. So, let's begin. Okay, basing off of first impressions, this is going to be, well, like most sci-fi's, comedic a little bit. But they could have done the action sequences a little bit better, in the sense that they slowed down whenever they were trying hit each other. They slowed it down, and the blood looks fake as fuck. But they slowed it down. But it would have been much cooler if either they slowed it down a little bit, but they kept the regular pacing, or they just left it as is so we can see how badass she is. But that's just my opinion. But they show the blood and gore more, and I wasn't expecting that for a sci-fi comedy-esque type show. I have some impression of giving it right now. It is kind of funny in a dry humor kind of way, not dry humor, in a witty humor kind of way. But yeah, it's consistent. Another galaxy, not yours, is hilarious. It's gonna be a running gag, cause we see the main character. I still haven't heard her name yet, and she is here. She has a flashback of her mother dying in front of her face, and she wakes up and her spaceship needs fuel, and she goes to a site, but again it still says another galaxy, not yours. So our main character, who, let's be honest, is definitely giving me a name, and she is missing parts because remember she came back down for fuel, and we come to find out her whole spaceship is a shit show. Everything's not working pretty much. Well, not everything, but certain main key parts are cars. It's not gonna work. So the bartender's sister, who's a mechanic, is able to pay for fix it for cheap. However, the Republic, which was who I'm assuming is her enemies, and the police of the galaxy is stopping everybody from coming in out of that station to search it for a fugitive. Mind you, there's so many different fugitives on this station, so a lot of people thinking it's them, but in actuality they're going after our main character, who is the queen of something. But yeah, that's what we got so far. They jump to 8 years past, and we are in the Loyalist space station. Back in the day, her spaceship, whatever spaceship she was raised in, which makes sense because it was royalty space station, was way better than the garbage that she has now, which kind of even further denotes the fall from grace that she is currently in. But the music is still crappy. On the Loyalist space station, we find out that the more in-depth explanation of what happened to Eldaya, who's the main character's mother, who was the actual queen. There was a coup, I'm assuming, and the person who is over the Republic that came on the station killed the mother they haven't really explained why, other than that obvious reason it's a coup. But I don't know, the acting is not there. But I think that's also because a lot of sci-fi television shows, if you go back like to some of my favorite sci-fi TV shows, if I go back and rewatch your very first episode, very few of them was the acting there yet. So I gotta give it time for the actors to marinate in their character. So the police leader, let's call him Bob. Bob comes into the bar and meets the bartender who was talking to Alita, whose actual name is Aldaya, and I think that's what I wrote in my notes. And he, of course, is pretending like he doesn't know who she is to protect her. And Bob is like, makes this whole spiel about how he stole some liquor out of his father's liquor cabinet, and he pretended like he put water, like he covered his track, but come to find out there was cameras in the study, and his father punished him by burning him. What's wrong with your father? And this was basically a long story short of the bartender. This was gonna happen with the bartender too, because the Bob already has proof that through the security cameras that the bartender knows Alita, and because he lied to his face, because he was trying to protect her, he is going to be punished. But he got a little creepy, like, I was hurt as a child in the worst kind of way, and now made me become a horrible human being look in his eyes. I don't like it, but that makes for a good, I guess, one-dimensional villain. And of course, Aldaya is stuck after we find out that one of her counterparts. What do you call those? Not alliances. We'll say alliances. One of those people who help her, his name is Isaac. He is from planet Earth, and he's trying to get back to our planet. Why? But he's trying to get back to our planet, and they don't know how to get there. Apparently, it's hard for people to find planet Earth, which I find very fascinating, because they've been saying a planet in a galaxy, another galaxy, not yours. So it's just, so I'm guessing the running joke is that that's gonna be a thing, and trying to find Earth and our galaxy is gonna be another gag. But I just find it interesting that he's hiding her in one of the sex working locations. I hope that he doesn't sell him out, but if they torture him long enough, he probably will. Okay, so the episode continues with the loyalists trying to figure out how to get the queen, or Aladi, on their ship so that they can go to their headquarters. Apparently there's a lot of loyalists that still believe in the royals. However, unfortunately for them, she doesn't want to do that anymore. And the only person that is supportive of her decision not to be queen is this man named Nem. And unfortunately, throughout the episode, they figure out a way to get the Chaz, the bartender, back from the bad guy. And it was running jokes about how it's kind of like a parody kind of a space type of show, because they're making fun of all the things that certain people us have noticed, how the bad guys always have the same exact uniform, same exact face garb and everything, and how easy it is to infiltrate them because of that issue. But anywho, in the end, Nem unfortunately dies. But I just find it fascinating that this show, it really hones in on the grim part, because they instead of us realizing off camera that Nem is dead, they show his dead body and him moving like he's having an epileptic attack, and it's actually because a psychotic bad guy killed him. What? Later on, we find out through Isaac that Aldea, that's her royal name, which she changed to Elida. I'll get it by the third, fourth episode. And I just found that hilarious, because again, it is a little parody of a space station show, because her like fake name is too close to the real name for you not to know that it's her. Like, what? Are you dumb? I think I'm gonna like this show. I just can't take it too close to heart. Like, I can't take it too seriously, type of thing. But overall, I thought the show was really funny. It has a good first impression. I like the little sarcastic banter that they have going back and forth. I like the fact that you're not supposed to take this show seriously. That's what I'm getting. I'm not gonna take it seriously. But yeah, that is episode 1 of season 1, the premiere of Vagrant Queen. Fascinating. I like the show.